Hello, everybody. Welcome back to MREX Grandmaster Cup, bringing you a losers bracket match for the quarterfinals. WindowLife versus Skrowell. I'm Fire Age, joined by Knots. How is it going, Knots?
Well, it's a little cold, but I'll be fine. We'll, especially when we get into it.
I mean, you are in the Baltic region, right?
The Baltic? No, kind of. The Baltic Sea. It's Scandinavia or the Nordics.
Scandinavia. I'm stupid. I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Baltic. It's the Baltic Sea, right? So, I guess, but I mean, it's not
my geography is not necessarily the best, honestly.
Yeah,
in any case, though, about these players, WindowLife. Kind of a surprise to a lot of people, I think, making OWC. Not really if you've been paying attention to the United States overall tournament player scene, like USC and, what was it, Rust? I think it was the acronym for that, a 1v1 tournament. Very, very skilled at double time and speed. Pretty much almost a guaranteed FC on those types of maps. Kind of struggling more on the gimmick-oriented side of things, though. Skrowell, a Russian tournament player, well known for his general consistency, especially on hard rock and double time as well. And, yeah, getting into bans. I'm gonna predict Skrowell bans Nomad 5 and DT2, and he's already banned one of them. Nomad 5 out of there. WindowLife banning out the hidden low AR. So, overall, not too surprising in terms of bans so far.
And second ban from WindowLife is... It's probably just going to be Nomad 6 then, right? I don't think, especially if we're banning the hidden 2 like this.
I imagine so, yes. Either that or banning out maybe something that Skrowell is going to be doing really well at. Probably one of the hard rocks, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised to see hard rock 1 being banned out. But nope, there's Nomad 6 just instantly. Yeah. Not even hesitating on that one.
I think the map is just too messed up. Like, it's... Nomad 6 is so crazy.
Gimmicks are gone.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Well, yeah, Skrowell banning DT3. No Godspeed, unfortunately. Does leave DT2 open, though, for WindowLife, and I imagine that's probably going to be one of his first picks. Might not necessarily be the first, but definitely going to want to lean into that. First off, Skrowell's pick. We said he's good at hard rock double time. We'll see if he sticks with that pool or goes for something like Nomad 3, which he did do well on last week. Could say a bit more about that, Knots.
So I was very interrupted just now. I'm very sorry.
Oh, got gapped. Unfortunately, The pick is Nomad 3, so Skrowell did really well on this last week.
Ooh, best map in the pool. Hell yeah. Okay.
This is a,
I love this map so much, actually.
Cabo Osu event, I believe, last year. Custom map this year.
Banger of a song, banger of a map. Some very, very balanced in terms of skill set, I think, like snap and flow. Very snappy, obviously, just due to the SR, I think leans maybe a bit more than that. More on that than you'd see on the lower SR, in a lower SR pool, but just an excellent map.
Relatively lengthy too, just under 4 minutes. See how this pick plays out for both these players. Something that I think both these players are good at, but Skrowell probably has a slight advantage on paper. But anything can happen, after all. Both players holding steady with their combos, accuracy lead slightly in favor of WindowLife. It's going to be dropping during these 1-6 parts, though. No misses to really speak of so far. Up there goes Skrowell, as soon as I say that. And WindowLife hitting that 1-6 stream, that did not look comfortable to hit. Missing immediately after the Skrowell no-locks that one. It's going to be WindowLife with a firm advantage the first third of the map here. really does not let up at all. Very hard to act with all these rhythm changes in 1/6 bursts.
Yeah, very straining. Both players recovering though.
It's going to come down to the next miss here. Score lead isn't that far yet. 40k in favor of WindowLife. Going to be dropping on that slider burst part. I don't even know what to call that. The alien sliders. And that's going to give Skrowell a very, very high combo advantage to get back in here. This little map here. Just refusing to miss. It's going to be shifting over to him now.
Really, really great position for Skrowell now. I think there is a very big jump pattern at the very end, but I think...
Oh my god,
oh, right.
what is
I
that?
forgot about that. I'm sorry, I did forget about that.
What was that?
The angle on that is a little bit disgusting, but I'm not sure it matters, especially given that WindowLife already had missed again and missed again.
It
on that,
can matter if Skrowell drops like right now and WindowLife FC's the ending, and there. Okay, well there's the drop. If WindowLife holds through the entirety of this ending, this could get very dicey. Actually, the accuracy. Okay, well never mind. There goes that. Very close pick, all things considered, though. Just under 30k points of difference. It's going to be Skrowell's point, but barely off his better combo. I imagine WindowLife follow up. Probably just going to see DT2 here. I don't imagine he's not going to be picking into that at some point during this match.
Yeah, I mean, it's guaranteed to happen.
Oh, he picked the tiebreaker. Let's go! 1 point into the tiebreaker. Let's go.
Oh, no mod too? I guess maybe saving DT2 for later. Maybe doesn't want to pick it up front. That's,
to be fair, this one also does make sense. WindowLife. If you're good at speed, I think you're good at stamina for the most part.
Yeah,
the skill sets are kind of intertwined, not necessarily like the exact same, but
I think it's just you do have to have the requisite flow aim though, and it's a question of whether or not he has that. You'd know that better than me. I'm not entirely sure. But...
Oh, he has 1k PP maps.
Well, there you go.
1k PP scores for a reason on the speed flow aim map, so
yeah,
this is just that, but at a lower BPM and a bit more space, and by a bit I mean a lot. Yeah, everyone knows this map, I think, at some point if you've been playing this game. Reason is one of the go-to flow aim maps for a lot of players at 184 BPM, relatively accessible. Very stamina intensive, though, and brutal on the flow aim requirement. Though there is difficulty spikes. We'll see if, we'll see what happens. Relatively consistent in its difficulty, so you can miss on pretty much anything here, but there are parts of the map which noticeably spike in intensity right now. Not too bad. It's going to be getting a bit spaced here, but we'll see if that trips up anyone.
The spikes are sprinkled pretty evenly throughout, really, so I think there's always an opportunity to come back.
Solid start for both of them. Accuracy lead slightly favoring Skrowell. That's really not going to matter. This is going to come down to whoever combos the highest, pretty much. We see 2 FCs on this in tournament. That'd be very funny. Here's another space stream. We'll see if anyone hits this. Okay, solid start for both these players. A little bit of a relaxing section here. Not quite to the difficulty spikes yet. That's where things are going to get very interesting. Actually might see a couple drops here. This is a jump section, the infamous aim part of a stream map. Doesn't seem like anyone having any issues on it though. And here is the first diff spike. Here we go.
Oh, there he goes.
That's unfortunate. Oh, WindowLife trades it immediately after, though, so 2 breaks at the exact same part. Both of them hitting the dumb part. That's just unlucky. But it's gonna relatively equalize things. It's not a solid advantage for either of these players. Yeah, WindowLife did have a very slight combo lead, but pretty much negated now. They both drop. Get more of an aim-intensive section here as we get into the guitar solo. None of these players having any issues with it, though. And this is where I imagine we're going to be seeing a couple of drops. Streams in this change spacing just like that quite frequently in this section. It is very hard to keep your combo consistently with nerves on this. We'll see if that trips up anyone here. Another diff spike coming up right here. Skrowell going to be dropping on the space stream there,
Very big
gradually
break.
increasing. WindowLife now has full reign over the combo lead here. Let's see how far you can take this. He's looking to FC the entirety of this difficulty spike. We'll see if he can hit it. Coming at the last stream here. Bam, never mind. Goodbye.
Really?
As soon as I say that, man. Skrowell does drop immediately with him, though, so it's not going to matter too much. He has a 50k lead now as we get into the ending. It's still possible for Skrowell. WindowLife needs to drop heavily during this ending section, and he needs to FC it, though, for this to be doable.
I can't believe it's a slider break at the end of a triple like that. It's like a kick. Like it's... Oh god, how?
It's the infamous slider on No Mod 2s. Let's see. No one missing on that. Okay, Skrowell going to be missing on a little difficulty spike there, which is, I think, going to pretty much seal this for WindowLife unless he chain misses the entirety of the ending. Which is possible. I'm not trying to deny that it isn't possible, but he's been looking very solid so far on this map. Here's the difficulty spike. And he hits it. I think that's going to just about seal it. It's 1-1 now. Both players winning in their picks.
Yeah, 100k score gap. No chance, really. We'll just not
Is he going to hit the entirety of the ending? Let's see. Woo!
Okay.
Woo! Look at that.
It's a pretty good play. It's a pretty good play. Jesus. I mean, that could have been more as well. That would have been like 600 or something if he hadn't slider broken, I think. It's a really nice play.
Solid 4 miss. It's just that one stream in the beginning that he missed on. Everything else, very comfortable and very solid performance from him on that. Oh, Skrowell.
Yeah, great pick, really. Like, really, really convincing pick, I think. Every reason to go for that early, even if perhaps DT2 is even more convincing, even more comfortable for him.
Hello,
what do you
Internet.
think?
Are we good? We good?
Oh?
I think we're back. Hello,
Okay.
everybody. You did not miss anything, I think.
Yeah, no. No one's
Skrowell.
picked. It's all good.
Skrowell trying to get back in here. I'll see what he picks. Kind of interested to see what he follows it up with. Nomad 3 went fairly well for him, but pretty close, all things considered. I think maybe Hard Rock is probably the best option, which he seems to agree. Hard Rock 3 coming out here.
Yeah, the Lucent custom map, I want to say. I believe
This is indeed a custom map. Custom made for Emirates Grandmaster Cup.
Yeah, very like flowy, heavy on cuts, just very consistently difficult. I suppose not too far a step removed from something alti, so does make sense, and also did very well on the HR3 last week. A bit of a different type of map, but still a bit of overlap there. I think a solid pick, definitely.
See how Skrowell performs on this. WindowLife as well, no slouch when it comes to these types of maps.
I think there being less of a rhythm element that you had last week maybe plays a bit more into WindowLife's hand. Makes him feel a bit more comfortable on this. Makes it a bit more competitive.
Kind of a bold pick to go for, considering how Nomad 2 went, all things considered, as this is kinda, sorta in the same vein as Nomad 2, I guess you could say. Though, definitely a lot more space. WindowLife gonna be the first to drop. Skrowell not dropping
both
at
players
all.
hit that. I was waiting for that. I can't believe both hit that actually.
Both of these players are very good at flow aim.
Oh my god.
It's just that one miss from WindowLife right now, and the accuracy lead that Skrowell has. That's making the difference at the moment. Still possible for WindowLife to come back though. Just need to get a miss from Skrowell here. Halfway through the map. Skrowell holds it through the next hard part. I think he's got this point in the bag for the most part. Let's see what happens. Both players are just refusing to drop right now. There goes Skrowell, finally. Skrowell. So WindowLife now. Slight chance for him to come back in this, but he's going to need to FC the rest of the map, basically. I think Skrowell is going to need to miss one more time as well. He might still have it just based on his accuracy lead alone. Oh, maybe not. It's coming back. Very slowly, but it is shifting over. 30k. Make that 20k. Is there enough time?
Oh
Players
my
miss on the
God.
zigzag as it gets below 10k. And I think just with the accuracy alone, that's actually probably going to seal it, and that chain miss definitely seals it.
Here's the Skrowell hits the second zigzag there. Oh my god.
Came down to the wire, but the slight accuracy lead from Skrowell. And just hitting that zigzag at the end, doing him so much favors at the end there. It's going to be another very close point, but victory nonetheless.
It's two really nice scores, actually. It's both players did great on this. Such a hard map, very consistently hard as well. There is the zigzag though. That is interesting.
DT2 still up for WindowLife. DT1 as well, I think, would favor WindowLife quite heavily. So those two picks still up for grabs. Maybe opting to want to do something else first, though. Who knows? I definitely
What do you think
we're
the first option would be outside of DT? Would it be like Nomad 1? Would that be ever considered?
I think Nomad 1 is a bit too... It's the classic Nomad 1 RNG, I think, for both of these players.
Yeah.
It's going to be Hidden 3, okay.
This is a very, very interesting pick. I think Skrowell did better on Hidden 3 last week, I think, but Hidden does feel like it would be kind of toss-up territory as a mod for the Hidden 1 and Hidden 3, at least.
I mean, this is in the realm of alt-oriented tech map, I guess is probably the best way of putting it. There's a couple of 1/6 bursts here and there, but for the most part, it's focused on alt-oriented patterns. It's kind of interesting to see this, just based on how Nomad 3 went, and I don't necessarily take either of these players to be that proficient at Hidden. Maybe WindowLife wanting to abuse that. This map is very hard, by the way. I would be very surprised to see anyone above like 600k on this map. This is absolutely brutal. The fact this is in quarterfinals is very funny. Skrowell going to be missing on the first 1/6 burst. WindowLife hitting it. No issues whatsoever in the accuracy department, too. As soon as I say that, he's going to be dropping accuracy, but Skrowell is struggling a lot more than WindowLife currently on this. Another 1/6 burst coming here. Actually, no, not quite yet. Both players going to be trading misses as we get into the flow aim section. None of the players having any issues with this part of the map. Skrowell dropping a bit of accuracy, but WindowLife going to be dropping the combo. Here's the next 1/6. And there goes Skrowell.
Oh, God. I think there was an opportunity had he held there, but...
I think with that, it's probably a bit too doomed. 130k, a fourth of the map remaining. Both players hitting that 1/6 at the very least. That's the last one in the map.
This has worked out to be a stronger pick than I expected. I was not expecting...
Yeah, WindowLife doing really well on this. Might give him a bit more confidence to pick into the Hidden, honestly. It's going to be slider breaking at the end. Unfortunately, not going to matter for Skrowell, but that could have been kind of a game changer, as this ending is pretty much impossible to miss on except for that. And both players hitting it, so. Solid pick for WindowLife, 2-2 now, all tied up. Three miss from WindowLife on that. Very good score from him. So far, looking good for both these players on their respective picks. Skrowell a bit tighter on the maps that he's picked so far, Nomad 3 and Hard Rock 3. He's going to be continuing that trend with Hard Rock 2. Here is the precision-oriented map. And this time, it's actually precision-oriented. CS 7.8 on this. Not quite the top diff for this set, which is CS 9.1 with Hard Rock. And it's also impossible. This one a bit more doable.
This one has a kind of an expanding spacing spike, right? In particular, I feel like I recalled seeing that.
I think that's a consistent theme across the entire set. Hollowings likes to do that with a lot of her maps. Main difficulty of this is going to come down to whether or not you're comfortable on these low circles, though. Yep. Very tiny, as you can pretty much immediately see. Primarily a flow aim map. A lot of streams in this. Or, well, quote-unquote streams. 130 BPM. This is where the precision starts playing a lot more of a factor, the aim-oriented parts here. Skrowell, so far not having any issues, going to be over-aiming that triple, but WindowLife missed earlier and dropped a lot of accuracy, which is going to be helping greatly here. As soon as I say that, though, kind of struggling on these stacks, Skrowell.
Yeah, I think he dropped more than one miss, even. I'm pretty sure, because score went very quickly over to WindowLife's side. Ooh, God, that hurts.
Going to be missing on that. So, and Skrowell's just going off on that. It's going to be still relatively equal, getting into the hard part here. Very short map, by the way. Sub 130. So these misses actually matter quite a bit, and those accuracy drops. Skrowell going to be dropping a lot of accuracy, and WindowLife is going to be getting the lead just off that, and the miss. That's no good. And I think just off that alone, that's enough, because WindowLife has comboed the entirety of the ending. Going to be missing at the end. Doesn't matter. 31k point lead. He's going to be securing it. Goes the way of WindowLife for the first break point. Fortunately for Skrowell, WindowLife combos the entirety of the ending, pretty much.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate. I don't know. I feel like Skrowell hit much of the hard parts, like especially that one big wiggle that WindowLife dropped like 3-4 misses on. But
combo is king.
Undone. Combo is king.
On short maps like this, especially sub-minute 30 maps, 4D combo can quite literally make a huge difference. And that's what we saw there. So WindowLife now has a bit more breathing room. Here we go. Now he's finally going to be picking into what we expect him to pick into. DT2. WindowLife is very good at speed, in case you cannot tell from his top plays. Skrowell, obviously, not bad at speed either. Still has a very solid chance of taking this if WindowLife manages to trip up, but with what I've seen from WindowLife on these speed picks in USA tournaments, his consistency is unmatched on this sort of thing in particular. It's honestly insane. But who knows? Maybe now that I mentioned it, he's just gonna miss like 15 times.
I mean, he's saying it might be a bad idea, which I wonder what prompts that at all, considering. I mean, this really is the skill set of WindowLife's, no?
Yeah, that double time mod is his bread and butter. You can sort of see that off the bat. Skrowell not having the best of times in the accuracy department. WindowLife, no issues whatsoever in the beginning. Couple of hundreds here and there, but nothing even remotely close to Skrowell's accuracy drop there. Worth noting, though, both players holding the combo through that section. And that's going to matter quite a bit with WindowLife under-aiming that stream. So Skrowell now with the combo advantage. Accuracy be damned. It's going to be giving him the lead for now. WindowLife just struggling on the aim aspects, it looks like. Not really having any issue with the finger control or the speed itself. It's just trying to aim these jumps. A speed player's worst nightmare. Skrowell having absolutely no issue with the aim. Still holding on to the FC. get into the first break. First third of the map done. Just under a 100k point lead for Skrowell. It's within the realm of comeback. Skrowell needs to miss pretty much right now, though, on the next hardcore. The accuracy lead has shifted from almost 10% to just under 1% now, which is going to be benefiting Skrowell heavily. Just both players not missing at all. WindowLife seems to be a bit more locked in on the aim department now. There goes Skrowell. So big combo down from him. That's gonna start the comeback. Okay.
Well,
I need to just stop talking at some points, I guess.
unbelievable.
As soon as I mention the comeback is potentially real, doesn't matter. Slider break on nothing. And just like that, fourth of the map remaining. 160k point difference. Even with that miss, I think Skrowell has this pretty handily in the bag. Actually, maybe not quite. Skrowell does drop another miss. Okay, well, that was the other player that I didn't want to have miss, and he missed anyway, so unfortunate.
Well, Skrowell going to be evening things up here.
2 break points back to back. I am very sorry. Very solid scores from both of them on this. Accuracy.
Yeah.
WindowLife's accuracy on that. Very solid. Skrowell, though, holding up the bigger combo at the end. 700k points at the end of that spinner. That probably dissuades WindowLife from picking into DT1, I imagine. I still think it'd be a good pick for him, all things considered, as that map really was just WindowLife missing quite heavily on that one stream. If he didn't do that, I think it probably would have been his point. So I don't want that to necessarily dissuade him from picking into DT1. I think that still does favor him. Skrowell, in the meanwhile. Let's go for Hard Rock 1, get the Hard Rock pool out of the way. No more Hard Rock maps remaining.
I think nothing wrong with just sticking to HR here. That's a bit of a different map. I think it's still the right move.
This is what you'd consider normal precision by tournament standards. CS 6.5. This map has been Hard Rock 2 in a couple of tournaments, actually. A bit aim-centric, but has the classic Fanjin tech-oriented patterns here and there. Very lengthy map, too. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, so... Due to its consistent, or relatively consistent difficulty, especially during the hard parts. Or, well, not the hard parts, but the parts of the song that are not slow. I guess is probably the best way to put it. Really anything can happen on this, so I'm interested to see how this goes. WindowLife SSing that beginning is probably the most impressive play of all time, honestly. That beginning is not possible to SS. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway, getting into the hard parts.
Oh, okay.
WindowLife dropping a
Unfortunate slider
first
break.
miss. And Skrowell not trading it on the space streams there. Still opportunity for him to miss on these parts here, though. A lot of tech-oriented patterns, cut streams, and just general aim consistency, and he's going to be dropping on one of those space streams there. Accuracy is pretty heavily in favor of WindowLife right now. As we get into a slower section. Going to allow WindowLife to take this lead back for the moment. He's going to need to keep up this combo through the next part if he wants to solidify it. No players missing on the space stream there as we get into the next hard part. Gonna be finding a miss on the very awkward to hit linear jumps, yeah.
Yeah.
Skrowell, no issues on this course whatsoever, hitting that ending space stream. Giving him a firm and he misses on nothing.
That
is very bad, and WindowLife trades it by missing on nothing as well. What is happening?
Such a small margin here.
They're going to see that there's a break coming up soon as well, so they're going to be able to see how small the margin is. Only 5k points, and it's not going to be climbing that much. Okay, maybe now it will be as WindowLife finds a slider break. Still going to be relatively close at the break, though, and Skrowell as well. None of these players...
We're really insisting on keeping it even here, it seems. I don't know.
They're going to see how close it is. That could play quite a big factor here as we get into the ending. Whether or not nerves are going to take over for either of these players. Because this is a very easy to chain this map with a lot of these space streams. The accuracy lead for Skrowell. Oh my god! The worst case scenario has just happened.
How many misses was that? Oh no.
WindowLife trades it though. Missing on that entire thing.
Skrowell dropped more misses.
If there's a chain miss at the end, this ending stream could be brutal. And there goes WindowLife, but Skrowell misses as well. And it's not going to be enough. I think if Skrowell held during that stream, it might have barely been enough, but...
Yeah.
Accuracy lead from WindowLife doing wonders there to keep himself in this. And another breakpoint. 3 breakpoints back-to-back. 4-3.
Really close. That's a great pickup for WindowLife. Actually, the Nomad 4 pick is... I don't know, isn't this... This feels a bit crazy to me, but...
I mean... I can see the vision. Like I said, WindowLife is probably not necessarily wanting to pick into DT1, especially after losing DT2 the way he did.
I mean, I'm kind of with you, though, that should be doing it regardless, most likely. But
I don't think Nomad 1 and Hidden 1 is a good pick for anyone. So
I mean,
I feel like
I guess then it's the... Yeah. It's like, best of the worst, I suppose.
WindowLife still does have at least one pick after this, so... Just testing the waters a bit, maybe. See how it plays out. 2-minute long tech-oriented map, as you'd expect in the Nomad 4 slot.
A pretty wild map. The sliders got some crazy slider streams as well.
I mean, you can kind of see how crazy it is already, but both these players do not care. They're FCing regardless, and as soon as I say that, WindowLife is going to be dropped. And oh my god, this map is insane. What is happening?
Yeah. It's a lot. Oh, Skrowell, I think I saw Bancho miss, but actually
that was a Bancho miss. He's holding on to the FC through that first part. Almost breaks on the slow slider. Barely saves it. Massive accuracy lead for him as well. 3% almost difference. That's going to be keeping us well in his favor. Half of the map remaining. Looking very solid so far. We'll see if he can keep that throughout the second half here, and see if WindowLife can get something going here. That could have been a Bancho. That could have been a Bancho. I don't think it was, but WindowLife trades it. Regardless, so it's still going to be well in favor of Skrowell. We're going to be needing to see several chain misses from Skrowell at this point. Fourth of the map remaining, and both these players are just nailing this section. Slider breaks aplenty for both of them. Both of them hitting that one sit. What is going on this
Honestly,
map?
they are beasting.
What is going on?
What the hell?
What just
I feel like, especially Skrowell, the 2 slider breaks Skrowell got were on nothing. Like, oh my god.
Skrowell holding on to an S rank right now and looking to finish with that. Both players going to be missing on, I don't even know what that was. That did not look comboable in the slightest, but I think that's an S rank for Skrowell on that.
I think it's like the impulse reverse where you can aim the middle, but it's like really, really super annoying.
Yep, the S rank.
Yeah.
Very solid point for Skrowell on that. Both players going off on the ending,
play. Oh yeah. And maybe not the best pick from WindowLife. I do question it. Now, you know, still did pretty well on the map, but I don't know. Maybe I feel like, you know, a No Mod 1 Gambit, a DT1.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gambit to pick into tech, especially when it's not your strength necessarily. With that said, all that remains now are the fabled #1 slot maps. No Mod 1, hope you like aim. Hidden 1, probably a bit more tech-oriented, but nonetheless aim-oriented as well. DT1, I hope you like double-time aim.
I feel like Hidden 1 is surely the only pick, especially coming off the tech map just now. Yeah, like, it has to be Hidden 1. You can't be picking DT1 or No Mod 1 as Skrowell here.
I think that's pretty much going to leave WindowLife with only DT1 really as an option. Unless he's feeling confident on No Mod 1. Maybe I'm just trolling. I never feel confident on No Mod 1 personally. That said though, this map custom mapped for a different tournament. I believe Taishi's approval tournament. Fun, interesting gimmick tournament where 2 mappers and 2 players compete together for the highest score in either of the categories. This map was custom mapped to be Henry and Malashevsky's best map. And I think that kind of says it all. Very early misses from WindowLife. Skrowell looking very confident on this for now. Let's see if that changes at all. Outside of the early misses for WindowLife, things have relatively calmed down. Both these players not having any issues after those misses. Skrowell in the lead based on combo and accuracy, but can easily shift over. Only a third of the map done. Both players hitting that tricky kick slider into stream section. This is starting to get a bit out of control, and even more so now with WindowLife dropping a miss on that triangle there. Skrowell, no misses in sight.
Popping off.
He is looking to just take this point by force if he has to, but both players missing on that wiggle. But it doesn't matter. 200k points in the lead. I think he's got it just off that alone. WindowLife is just not really able to get a combo to counteract that. It's not GG yet. Best of 11. So there's still one more pick for WindowLife to get this to tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think decent likelihood we see a TV.
Especially if WindowLife picks into DT1, I think.
Yeah.
Just based on his strengths alone, I just honestly think that's probably the... What is this ending, by the way? What is going on? This definitely looks like a map that was mapped for Bristol and Henry. What is this ending?
Skrowell again looking pretty damn good on the tech gear stuff. Got through the ending pretty well there, actually.
11 miss. Very solid performance from Skrowell on that. Going to be getting him to match point. WindowLife, last pick. I think we already know what it's going to be, realistically speaking. For those unaware, thank you for Yuki Aim for sponsoring this tournament. Join the Discord if you want more notifications for when matches are streamed. Oh.
Oh, he did. Wait, he did it.
Wow,
There's no
he
way.
really got scared from DT2. Okay.
Well,
I still think this can go his way, but I feel like this is a bit more of a risky pick, honestly. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe WindowLife is cooking up an FC and I just don't know it. That's going to be the final pick. No Mod 1, DT1 not picked at all. And WindowLife up against the wall. His tournament life here on the line. See, it happens. Relative consistent map, 4 minutes long. Have you seen a No Mod 1 before? You've seen this map. Congratulations. A bit more burst heavy, all things considered, but not really to an excessive amount. WindowLife loses this, he's out of the tournament. If he wins, you get to see a tiebreaker. Let's hope for all intents and purposes it gets to tiebreaker. That'd be very fun. Getting into the first course here, WindowLife the first to drop. The accuracy lead is keeping his lead steady for now, but it's going to be shifting over to Skrowell very soon. There it is. Skrowell is just not missing whatsoever on this first hard part here. He's looking locked in, no issues whatsoever, hitting these jumps, no problem. And as soon as I say that, his slider breaks.
How does Skrowell keep doing it? He keeps breaking on these like 1-4 kicks. I don't get it.
Not gonna be the end of the world. WindowLife trades it. So the accuracy is what's keeping WindowLife alive right now. We're gonna be needing to see WindowLife scrunch up a combo here at some point during this map. And he's looking to do it here. No issues with that section. Going to be FCing it. So that does give him, I believe, the advantage if he holds on for a bit longer. Kind of an easier part here, though obviously still very much aim-oriented. At least it's not full screen. And this lead is slowly shrinking, slowly but surely, for WindowLife. Over, I think, right about now. There it is. Oh my god.
What on earth is this?
I am going to be so upset if that's the reason WindowLife loses this map.
Oh my god.
Still a hard part remaining. Skrowell has the opportunity to miss, and the accuracy lead is still keeping WindowLife in this. A whole % difference is quite a lot for a lengthy map like this. It's just going to require Skrowell to miss right now, though. And hitting these intro jumps, he just does not look like he wants to miss at all. Finally dropping a slider break there and looking a bit more shaky now. WindowLife in the driver's seat with the combo advantage. Can he hold on? He's going to need to. Another slider break from Skrowell. Window needs to hold his combo through this section. Misses at the same time as Skrowell. It still is possible if we see enough misses from Skrowell at the end here in WindowLife. No, WindowLife missing at the end instead. And I think that's going to do it. Unfortunately.
That's it. Oh my god.
A 2 miss from Skrowell on that with a bunch of slider breaks. Barely enough to clinch himself the win. 6-4. 8,000 point difference on Nomad 1. And we are going to be saying now goodbye to WindowLife. As Skrowell moves on in loser's bracket.
And set to face MCY4, I believe. Yes, MCY4. God, what a tragedy.
A brutal way to go out, but...
Brutal way.
It's definitely a performance I think WindowLife can be happy with. Skrowell performed out of his mind, and so did WindowLife. Both these players are insane, quite frankly. It's just unfortunate that we have to say goodbye to one of them due to it being the loser's bracket. Don't go away just yet. Still got more matches for you today. We got one coming up in the next 6 minutes, actually. Riot versus Akolabed, the man himself who set 2 1.5k PP plays in the span of 2 days. Somehow. And Riot, the fan favorite, I think. Kind of unexpected to qualify, but managed to qualify, and I think everyone wants to see him go far. So we'll see what happens. See you guys in about 5 minutes for that match. Been fiery and not. We'll see you guys next time.
See you.